Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
There was a massive 50 gigabytes of data of dash cam and body cam footage that got leaked. And it is spread throughout the internet. I've seen a little bit of it, but it basically is just, it paints a very concrete case, at least in one instance, where it's basically showcasing the corruption. It's showcasing the corruption of the American Fork Police Department even more. I don't know if they got hacked or if an insider leaked it. I don't know. That part, I don't know. I just know that there was a 50 gigabyte drop that occurred last night. I'm pretty sure it happened during my stream. I believe during my stream is when this leak happened and the information started flooding the internet. So, to no surprise of anybody, Reckless Ben made a video. Can leaked footage be used in court? I would say. I would certainly say. It's a good question. It might depend, because since the police department did not come outright say they were, did the police department come out and say they were hacked? To my understanding, the American Fork Police Department has not come out publicly and said that they were hacked. So if it was leaked by an insider, yes, that would be permissible in court under whistleblower laws. So if it was leaked by an insider, then that person would be protected and the evidence would be protected by American whistleblower laws. So in that situation, yeah, it could be used. Now, bearing in mind, the leaked footage is not for prosecution purposes. It's to basically expose these guys to the internet. In court, Ben's attorneys could get all of this through discovery anyway. Through discovery, through the court proceedings, Ben and his lawyer could get all of this info anyway. So this info is for the internet, not court. Just keep that in mind. But Ben put out a video about this leak. So of course, I want to see it. So let's take a look.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage, unredacted, of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got with redactions in, and this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up, and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
In jail.
I understand.
This ends today.
I know, we're talking
No fucking more.
Okay.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days.
That was Josh. That was Josh's voice right there. Josh rolled up on this and was yelling, put him in jail, like that.
Keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
In jail.
I understand.
This ends today.
I know, we're talking
No fucking more.
Okay.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me. But the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh knows that if he goes to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
Keynote of distinction here. Very keynote of distinction. Quick question for those of you that for those of you in chat. What's happening right now? What's happening right now? What is occurring at present? No, not false police report. How is this police officer being informed that there is a problem? No, that's not the chief of police. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't think it is. Yeah. Personal direct call to an officer. Not to the 911 dispatcher to say, hey, I need an officer sent to my house, please. directly called the officer instead of calling 911 would seem to imply that there's some kind of a relationship there. Wouldn't you agree? Little bit of collusion.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were gonna shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police, which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager.
That never happened. That never happened. Now he's flat out lying to the police. He's giving false statement to the police. Yeah, his sources, he made it the fuck up. So this is making a false statement to a police officer.
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
How do you know?
Get the papers.
Have you
Paper. They're fake.
How does she know that she is a quote false process server? How does he know that? He doesn't know her. How does he know she's a fake process server? Again, his sources, he made it the fuck up. Exactly. How does he know the papers are fake? Exactly. Oh, I know it gets worse. Yeah, he's cocky about it because him and Brad and Bricks and Minifigs have probably bought the police department. That's the underlying thing here, is the suspicion is that they have bought the police department.
Go get the papers.
You okay if I bring those over to you?
Absolutely. They're fake.
Can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. I wish we could just send him an email. I wish we could just send him a phone call, or the court could just send it to him, but this is what we're required to do from the United States court. So we're just following.
Now, there's going to be some disparity here. Don't forget that one of these officers, I don't think it was this one that's handling the papers right now. I can't remember if it was this officer. Remember, they called the number that are on these court papers, actually got through to the court. And the court clerk said, yes, the case is active, but they have not been served yet. Just remember that. And remember that Josh just said the court papers are fake. It's going to come together.
The instructions we got from it. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it, but we're showing him, like, we're not...
It might have been this cop. I can't remember. There's been so many of them.
You okay if I
He's
give these
encountered so
papers
many.
to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting.
That would make a difference. Police departments would not know if a civil case is filed. They would not be involved in any way. The Kaiser Police Department would have no means of knowing if this case was filed because it is not criminal, it is civil, and they don't keep track of this thing at all. This is tracked through the courts.
Service phone call.
Okay.
Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. You have that right.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service phone call.
Okay.
Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. You have that right.
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is
Sheriff's deputies on the street? No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. Sheriffs would not know. Because again, this is not a criminal summons that we're dealing with here. This is a civil summons. The sheriffs would not have any knowledge or information about civil summons. Criminal, maybe. Civil, no. The court clerk would know. Yes, everything we're dealing with right now with these papers is civil, correct? Yeah. It's all civil.
has to do is be like, you are served. And then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like here, I'll time it. You've been served. Yeah, like literally 1.5 seconds, and this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds.
And Ben is absolutely correct there. Josh does not even have to take the papers. He can literally go, "You've been served." Josh says, "I'm not taking him." He can drop him at his feet. Doesn't matter. That is still considered lawful service of a summons. Or at least not Ben, but a process server. A process server can literally go, "You've been served." Josh can go, "I'm not taking those." And the process server can just go, "Okay," drops him. They're your responsibility, and walk off. And that is and that is officially serving papers to someone.
And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
Hold on.
All right. What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk to.
As much as you humanly possibly can.
I can screen charges.
But by the way, don't forget, this man told the police dispatch that he was going to shoot Ben. He made a threat of violence to the dispatcher that he was going to shoot Ben, and that is not addressed in any way, shape, or form. Not once.
I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
I'm gonna go talk with him, give him his paper back, since you do not want this,
Can I
correct?
just peek
Wait.
at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit
All
of
right,
a
never
bind.
mind. It's fake.
If they were fake, why did he want to peek at them? And if they were fake, why did the police officer just say, "No, you can't look at them because it puts me in a legal bind"? If they were fake, the cop absolutely knows he has to serve them. The cop knows that, the moment, technically the cop just has to drop him at his feet and goes, "You've been served," and done. But especially if he looks at the papers, then that would also constitute that him being served. So while they're both going, "Oh, they're fake," because the cop ends up coming back and going, "I've never seen these before. I don't think they're real." Why then would he treat them like they're real? Yeah, and he is smirking. The cop absolutely is smirking. He's like, "Oh, it will put me in a legal bind." The legal bind of then he would have to say, "Oh yeah, you've just been served now because you looked at him." Do you see the fuckery that we have going on right now? He's saying they're fake. He's agreeing that they're fake. He wants to peek at them. The cop says no because he knows that they're not actually fake. And if he looks at them, especially if it's on video, it would constitute legal serving. And if the cop kind of pretends that he didn't look at it, and then they get the body cam footage, whoopsie poopsie, you did a fucky wucky, and now you've just interfered with civil processing. That's a crime. Do you see the shitstorm we're dealing with right here? And of course, as soon as the cop says, it puts me into an awkward legal position if he were to peek at them, then he immediately defaults back to, "Oh yeah, they're fake. Immediately defaults back to that line.
It kind of puts me in a little bit
All
of
right,
a
never
bind.
mind. It's fake. There's no lawsuit in this.
Okay. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna.
If he pretends it's fake and he pretends there's no lawsuit, it doesn't exist, right? Yeah, absolutely. That was the cop warning him, these are real papers. That was the cop saying, these are real court summons papers, and I'm going to run cover for you so you don't actually get served.
Give this back to him and trespass her.
Because here's
Really?
the thing. Like, think about
Wait, supposedly Brandon and Josh have resigned? I'll look that up afterwards, Navlook. I'll look that up.
this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And
Yep.
At this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now, Josh has just committed a felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
Disagree. From a criminal standpoint, I don't believe it's illegal. For Josh have said they sent a woman in to my manager at the store back in Salem and say that she's going to murder her. In and of itself, I don't think that would be criminally illegal. However, false statement. It's a false statement, but it's not a false statement in the sense of making a false statement to facilitate him being charged for that crime. That's the thing. He's making the statement, but he said like, oh, they sent someone in to threaten my manager with murder. He's not saying that to try and get them charged for that crime. Bearing in mind that this is where there's a fine minutia to these things. If he had said that, like, I want you to arrest them because they sent someone to my manager and threatened to murder her, and I want you to arrest them for that, then it would be making a falsified statement to police. In that case, it would be. But what he's doing is he's just basically saying this to basically showcase, I'm a victim, I want you to make this guy go away, but he's not seeking to have them arrested for this false statement. He's just basically trying to paint himself in a good light. Now, where this can work civilly, a lot of this is civil, is theoretically if he's trying to claim that Ben sent a woman in to threaten his manager at the Salem store with murder, then that could be slander. Then that could be slander or it could be defamation. And Ben could file a suit for slander or defamation in that case. Sounds like hearsay. They need to talk to the manager if she was threatened. He's making it up. He's absolutely just making this up. So that would be like defamation or slander, not a criminal offense because he's not trying to have them arrested for this made up false statement. So I know it's easy to go, oh, he's lying to the police. That's a crime. He's lying to the police, but he's not lying to the police in order to facilitate charges for said lie. It sounds fucky, but from a legal perspective, more than likely, again, I don't know Utah state law, so I am guessing here. I am playing a guess here, okay? But from a legal standpoint, I'm reasonably sure that that statement would not constitute a crime, but it could be a civil suit.
Called the store a billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
here's that back for you.
Okay.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that.
Really? So if you've never seen anything like that, why are you so scared to give it to him? If you've never seen court papers like that before, then why did you refuse to let Josh look at them? Why were you so scared to let him look at them if you've never seen them before? Which we knew. We knew that this officer Sumbot is corrupt and covering for him.
To be honest with you.
Well, these are court papers.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
Ugh. Oh, really? So now he's acknowledging that she is a process server. I thought he said before that she's a fake process server. That she's not actually a process server. Yet now he's calling her a process server. Well, huh, interesting.
They have fake service papers. And the girl is like, she's like, oh no, I gotta serve in these papers. Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be riding with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing? I'm like, do you think I'm stupid? I don't know what to do, man.
So, did you call the police again?
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
Uh-huh.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and
Cyberbullying.
because they're using electronic means for communication and coordinating their stalking habits.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
But because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot, can't continue. So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do
Yeah,
this.
the way, you were saying, the way he's like tweaking out and rocking like this would not be, no, this is still police cam body footage. The way he's rocking and almost kind of tweaking out, sitting here like this, would not be surprised if, because don't forget, he was calling in false reports that Ben had heroin in his car. Don't forget about that. He's called that. And he also made the false statement that the previous franchisee of the Bricks and Minifigs in Salem was also a heroin user. Given the way he looks like he's kind of tweaking out, me thinketh the asshole projecteth too much.
Can't continue, so somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do this.
No, we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
He's going to submit, have it screened for charges with our prosecutors, right, with our city prosecutors. He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake.
What? Hold up. If memory serves, when he handed Ben the court papers back, Ben was not adamant about it. Like, he gave him the court papers back and basically said, you gotta go. And now he's coming back and he's saying he's adamant about serving them. Yes, Ben wants to serve me, but he wasn't, I don't recall. Now, granted, the timeline's kind of fucky, so I don't recall him being, quote-unquote, adamant after the cop already came over with the papers. Was he adamant? Like, when the cop came back, like, Ben said, like, these are actual court papers. I don't know if I would say adamant about it.
That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. It's illegal.
Why not? In the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server.
Okay, we're playing a little screwy with the verbiage, because Josh said he, as in Ben, is not a process server. We're playing. Okay, stop right the fuck now. You know who I'm talking to in Kick. Knock that shit off right now, or you can get the fuck out. I'm not fucking playing. Okay, mods, boot 'em. No, mods, ban. Out of here. Right fucking now. Get him out. Ban him. I'm not playing that fucking game. I am not playing that fucking game. You're gone. Bye. I'm not gonna play this bullshit game about calling people Zionist fucking agents. Nope. Good fucking bye. I'm not. Nope. Hasta la vista.
And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's. We have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
No, Gramps, no, you are fine. No, someone decided they were going to play fuck around and start screaming that Ben is a Zionist agent. It's his job to lie. Guess what? I don't fucking play that game. You want to play that game? I will boot you out of here faster than you can breathe.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
So for this girl,
there we go. Yeah. So who the fuck is he to say that she's faking being a process server? Who the fuck is he? No, he was saying then. No, he was literally saying then. He was saying then. Yeah. And besides the fact that I'm not going to play games with this bullshit, someone is a Zionist agent. Sorry, fuck no. I don't care if he was talking about Josh. I don't care if he was talking about Ben. You don't come into my stream and start doing conspiracy theory bullshit about Zionist agents in my stream. I'm not playing that fucking game. Back at it. Why? How does Josh know that this guy's a fake process server? He has no clue who she is. He has no clue who this girl is. So who the fuck is he to say that she is a legit process server or not? Him saying this to the cops. If the cops were not corrupt, and they're all corrupt. If the cops were not corrupt, if this was a legitimate cop, and someone said that to a legitimate cop, she's a fake process server. She's fake, it's a lie. The cop would say, how do you know that? Do you know this girl? He would reply, no. So the cop would say, then how do you know she is not a legitimate process server? No, and I'm very aware. That's why I said if this was not a corrupt cop, which 99.9% of cops in America right now are not corrupt, and a real cop would have immediately said, how do you know she's not a real process server? Do you know her? Josh's response, no. Then how do you know she's not a real process server? You have no evidence to support that she is not a legitimate process server. End game right there.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney?
Exactly.
And spoiler, she's not an attorney. But so I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because it seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she reaches these requirements, she still...
Okay. All right. Guys, this is not me being mad, okay? But this is me. We need to stick to the facts of the case. Okay? I know a lot of you guys are probably wanting to say something regarding Mormons on this one because it is a Mormon community. Stick to the facts here. Okay? I slipped my shit over the guy that started screaming about Zionist agents. Back off on talking about like the Mormon mafia shit. Okay? It's because I do not do the rules for thee, not for me thing. So if you got, we're sticking to the facts. Cop corruption, yes. Did Josh and Brad and Brits and Minifigs, could they be paying off the cops to basically have them in their pocket? Sure. Mormon part of it, as far, as of this moment, we see no evidence to support that being Mormon has anything to do with this. They said it in the video, like, oh, they're Mormons, they take care of their own. We've seen no evidence to support that yet. We stick with the facts. Small town, rich people in it, paid off the cops, so the cops are crooked. We stick with those facts. Unless something actually comes out in evidence to implicate the fact that it is because they are Mormons, until that happens, that is out of the equation. Okay? That is out of the equation for now.
Saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she reaches these requirements, she still doesn't meet these requirements. You're making no sense, Josh.
Impersonating an officer of the court, that carries some, it's pretty significant,
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server. Sorry. Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges.
So the cop just agreed. So the cop literally was just taking his marching orders from Josh and the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs. The cop was not coming up with the charges on his own. He was taking marching orders from him. I'm sorry, like, that's something only a paid-off corrupt police department does, that they take their marching orders from their wealthy donors.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
So right now,
I can't just go and pretend, I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
so these papers that he printed up are
Fake. Yes, 1 billion.
As a reminder, they called the court. They had the papers, they called the phone number, they called the court that's on the papers, and the court confirmed, yes, this is an active case. Just as a reminder. So this cop just lied about that. They verified everything. These cops are a disgrace to the badge. Absolute disgrace to the badge. That's not the cop's job to even determine from the guy gave. Yeah, it is. Correct. It's not the cop's job. But the fact is, they have evidence, i.e. the phone call to the court confirming the case and that the case is active, and it's not been served yet, that the papers have not yet been served, and he just said, oh yeah, they're fake.
Trillion, gazillion percent.
Again, this is Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
This is the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former
He's
franchisee,
tweaking.
Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey, if I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money? And that's
Really? Where's he getting this from? Where did the CEO get this information from? That's not in any of Alex's video, any of Ben's videos. Ben never said he was getting paid at all. Ben never talked about taking any monetary compensation for it whatsoever. So he's just lying. This is a false report. This is a false report because now this is facilitating about harassing them. This could be constituting a false report because this is tying into the harassment, which ties into the stalking charge that Ben is going to be charged with. So now we have lying to a police officer. Now we have a false statement to a police officer.
what they're trying to do is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
I didn't sign no agreement. I'm not beholden to somebody else's.
Look at him tweaking.
I like how he can just lie.
He is tweaking. This guy is tweaking so fucking hard right now. Like, ooh, look at him. All I'm gonna say is the way he keeps moving and bouncing like that. That's the behavior of someone that's tweaking.
I like how he can just lie to you guys. He's a straight face. Oh, he owes me $200,000.
I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll go about it that way, okay?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Here we
Trying
go.
to speak with someone to verify
Thank you, Chub Toad.
if a case...
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, where's their eagle eye about, boy, your eyes are looking like dilated, or your pupils are looking rather constricted and glassy. Uh-huh. Why do his teeth look fucked up? Because that's what heroin does to you. That's what hard drug use does to you. It fucks up your teeth.
Is just verify if the case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this. Even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff, not even we now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying. But anyways, the police officer ends up
against
going
department
back
policy.
to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay?
Yeah.
But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't gone to court. Okay.
It's a real case. Who's it again?
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah. The cop knows it's a legit case. That's a legit summons. And the cop is on camera offering to serve the papers. So if the cop refuses the papers right now, I'm pretty sure that may be, I don't know if it'd be civilly or criminally an issue. The cop, basically what the cop needs to do right now is to go, you've been served, if he was legit, if he was not corrupt.
Against you, him versus you.
Ben Snyder?
Mm-hmm.
What an idiot.
So, he's just racking up the charges, and we're working together.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Like, letting them go cannot be an option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber stalking, bullying, like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate, this is not okay.
But by the way, I just wanna point out the CEO of the company should have no input here. The cop, if he was not corrupt in doing his job, should have told Josh, he's not involved with right now. You need to hang up the phone. We're talking to you. We're not talking to your CEO. So you need to hang up the phone with him and you need to talk to us. That's what a real cop would do, because the CEO has nothing to do with the stalking charge that they're going to be charging with, because the stalking charge is against Josh. So the CEO is not involved. But the cops, because they're all corrupt, because the entire police force is corrupt, are taking their marching orders from the CEO because he has probably paid them off. He's probably donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to the police department, so they take their marching orders from him because they're corrupt little tin soldiers.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
Hello. Benjamin, step out for me.
Okay.
Okay. Find your back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now.
Really?
I love you. I love you. Oh,
There we go.
I love you. Okay, I love
fun.
you. I love American Ford Police Department.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raid my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my arm back. Before we enter the property, the cop warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming, I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened, because...
No, I don't think it's that devious. I think it's just Ben has been their target this whole time. And, you know, like I said, they've been bothering their biggest donor. And I think it was literally just as simple as that. They don't like Ben and they wanted to hurt him. That's literally, I think, is all. It was malicious, hands down. This was malicious. They absolutely roughed him up to send a message. Was it because he was filming on his phone right there? No. They did it because it's Ben, because of what he's been doing, and they wanted to hurt him because of everything that he's done so far. No, because my guess is they probably don't even know he was filming. Because, you know, his phone was at his side. It's not like he was holding up the phone like, I'm filming you. His phone was hanging down at his side. They probably didn't even know that he was filming. That's why I think it has to be more. They do hate being filmed, but I don't think they even realized that he'd activated the camera and was filming, and he just wanted to punish Ben because Ben's been giving them all these problems. I think it is like, remember, think horses, not zebras when you hear hoofbeats. I think it's literally as simple as that. They wanted to punish Ben for the problems that he's been causing.
Afterwards, he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off. But
Okay, that doesn't mean that. Okay, so he had it recording. He does that. He may not have seen it when he came out. He obviously took the phone after he cuffed him and saw it was recorded.
The other kid had a GoPro.
How many did you get? You got Ben?
We got 5 right now.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet.
So why is he calling Josh about this? Why is he making this phone call? The only thing there should be no reason for him to call him like this. Absolutely no reason.
That's good.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom. Another thing about this unredacted footage is we get to see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks. And it legally got approved by the IRS, and Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist.
God.
I guess the American Fork Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I realized it's a fucking plunger right there. There's a golden plunger on his desk. He's doing a bit. That's all this. He's doing a bit.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told it's a fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000.
Yeah.
If that was the case, that guy would be in jail.
Yeah.
So
No, because when I went back
we're going to use critical.
Really? I don't know. It's like the way the police have been operating through Ben's videos. It's X to fucking doubt. Although again, the whole thing from the very beginning is more civil than criminal. So that's a whole different thing. It's the entire thing with the Legos. For those that are new to this, the entire thing with the Legos is a civil case. It was not actually a theft case. That's how it's been from the very beginning. It's been civil, not criminal.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has nonstop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that.
Where's the evidence?
The police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all these mystery threats that I've been making.
Paul, we got a complaint from a guy in Provo about this guy Schneider.
Okay.
And so it seems like I talked to the guys in Sandy police too, and then trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, Schneider's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc., etc. It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA.
Wait, is this another brick? Wait. This company that they're talking about, is this another Bricks and Minifigs? Well, the company that has talked to the California police, if that's another Bricks and Minifigs, we now have a conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen. If that's the company that contacted the police in California, in Provo, that they're talking about, if that's a Bricks and Minifigs saying this, that means the CEO called that Bricks and if it is, then that means the CEO called them, said, call the police, make a report that Ben Schneider has been making threats of some kind, because we're going to start stacking charges against him. Boy, could be someone angry called in a bomb threat using Ben's name. It could be a valid mix-up. Also possible, too. Absolutely also possible, too. But given what we're seeing right now, it seems to be a little more likely than not that maybe the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs either called one of his other franchisees in Provo, told them to make a false complaint, or maybe he knows someone over there and told them, hey, hey, buddy, we've got a problem with this kid. You want to help me out? You want to you want to say that this kid's been threatening? Right now, conspiracy is seeming to fit better than a mix-up. Or someone basically like using Ben's name to, basically claim a false, like a false threat or something. Conspiracy is fitting better here.
So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing. If anything, I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically like a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Any idea where he actually is?
No idea.
Okay.
I know we had asked to hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out. So.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never gonna catch me here.
Yeah, no American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never gonna find me, police officers.
Fuck. This is getting crazier and crazier. All right, let me hang on. Drop this for you guys. There's a couple things I want to check here. I want to check something. Okay. Bricks and Minifigs, Provo, California. Okay, I know. Bricks and Minifigs, locations. Or actually, I want to... Let me pop this into, because I don't want to accidentally... There we go. Pop it into a private window here. Let me make sure I don't accidentally dox myself here. Give me a moment. Okay. I can't tell. Here we go. Okay, yeah, here we go. Wrong one. Hang on. Oopsie. There we go. So, wait, is that not? Dang it, come on, OBS. Quit fucking with me here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, look at all the Bricks and Minifigs locations in California. What are the chances that the CEO called one of the Bricks and Minifigs in California and told them, hey, say that this guy made threats? What are the chances he did that? Because look at all the locations. Just look at that. It's, I don't know. It's where they're predominantly located. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, they are big time in California. Big time.